Do you think this will work?
Nah, too sophisticated.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to Cajun Country Living.
Today is a monumental day for us. Today is the day that we're going to get the RV away from this house.
Spoiler alert, we are not using the tractor. As much as we wish that we could, it just does not have enough power behind it, so we are fortunate enough that we have access to a camper moving Hooters device.
So we were fortunate enough that my brother actually owns a skid steer. He was gracious enough to let us borrow it, to attach it to the Hooters, to try to get a hold of this camper and get it out of the way. So Ladley calls him Uncle Wags. So if y'all could do us a favor and drop down in the comments and help us thank him for allowing us to use this today, we would appreciate that. So we woke up this morning, the temperature dropped, it's in the mid 50s, so a little chilly outside. It's really nice. I'm sure you can tell by the wardrobe difference. She's got the long sleeves, and I'm still in the Captain Croc's uniform. I think that's solely because I have a little bit more insulation than she does.
It is supposed to get back up to 70 today, so we are waiting for that, but in the meantime, we are gonna get started this morning. So we got a few things left to do on the camper, so let's go get them.
Let's do it.
I know y'all wouldn't believe it, but there actually is a bottom to this jack.
You can tell it's been there a while.
All the supports are out, so our next step is going to be to pull the slides in. Remember that time that I was trying to let the awning out and I pulled the slides in?
Oh yeah.
That'll wake you up real quick at 5 in the morning.
Especially when you're sitting on the couch drinking coffee and all of a sudden the couch starts taking off with you.
Surely we're not the only ones who have done that. I thought of one good perk about doing this on a colder day. The snakes won't be moving as fast.
Oh yeah, that's right. At least they'll be slow moving, huh? They'll be like, meow, meow, meow.
Versus,
Meow. Whenever we fished this thing out of the pile the other day, this latch was froze up. We've got it all working now. Should be good to go because we definitely want the latch in good working order.
We did measure our hootest of all hootuses to hopefully fit the skid steer. Now, we probably should have took it over there and measured it, but who would want to pack this all the way to go see if it's going to fit? So we just decided to take our chances and hope that we measured correctly. You'd think with building a whole house we shouldn't be off too far, but we'll see.
And the measurements on this have to be exact because the forks on the skid steer is not adjustable. They're welded in place and they cannot be moved. So we're going to get it hooked up and get this thing rolling. So when we built this hootis, we built it where the whole rail will have something to support the weight. Now the actual attachment point for this hitch to the hootis is right in here. We cut a square out of the center of this piece of square tubing to let the pin slide all the way through it. So that will keep this from moving, especially with all the weight on it. We don't have it welded in place. The weight of the camper is what's going to be pushing it down against this, which is penetrated all the way through the square tubing. Now we did get a couple comments concerning the welds on this because I did not take the time to grind it and make it slick and really prepare the surface that's being welded to and our welding rods of choice. What we used was a 6010. 6010 is a mild steel with a cellulose flux, and it's going to work just fine in this application.
For everybody that does not personally know us, I would just like to let y'all know to not play the brain game with Jim whenever it comes to any type of chemical compound, anything. I know he's very, very modest about his knowledge in this kind of stuff.
Well, I don't know about all that. I think she's just trying to flatter me a little bit because I really don't know that much about rust, ferric oxide. I mean, who is to think? I mean, for all I know, it could be an anodic reaction giving yield to a cathode to sacrifice itself in a form of ion migration, which could be like a positively charged hydrogen ion in relation to a negatively charged hydroxyl ion in a continuous flow to cause this degradation. Who knows?
There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. done. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. And come on, let's play.
The Hooters worked.
And I'm telling you, it was touch and go there for a minute. I was beginning to think we was just a couple of cuyons, but it was, man, everything was like really, really tight space, but all the measurements and dimensions was right, put it right where it needed to be.
Mm. So what now with the Hooters?
I guess we'll have to put the Hooters in retirement till the next one now.
I hope there's never a next one.
Me too.